asked you what's your favorite Dragon Ball Z game, what would you say? I would be willing to bet that the majority of you watching this video would either say Budokai 3 or Tenkaichi 3. And if it's not one of those games in particular, then it would be another DBZ fighting game. Am I right? The point I'm trying to make is this. Whenever someone mentions Dragon Ball Z games, people automatically assume you're talking about the Dragon Ball Z fighting games on the major consoles. They completely forget the handheld games. Oh sure, they'll bring it up later in the conversation, but the first thing that pops in their mind is one of the fighting games, and that seems to be the natural reaction for most people. Now I can't speak for everybody, but I think the DBZ handheld video games are overlooked all the time by reviewers and fans alike. The handheld DBZ games are the best games out of the series. Now, I'm not saying that Dragon Ball Advance Adventure is the best handheld game. That crown is reserved for the Legacy of Goku 2 or Boo's Fury, depending on which saga you like more. But Dragon Ball Advance Adventure is in the top 10 of the best DBZ games ever. So with that said, I figured, hey, I'm going to review this overshadowed game and let you guys know how it really is. Dragon Ball Advance Adventure was first released in Japan in 2004, and was later released in the US in 2006, damn near 2 years later. The game for the most part was pretty simple. It didn't have the RPG elements that the Legacy of Goku series had. Instead, it was a simple 2D scroller beat-em-up. It was a different take on the series, and to me it felt like a breath of fresh air. Finally, there was a DBZ game out there that wasn't either a fighter or a RPG. The game starts off with Goku meeting Bulma, and it goes all the way up to the end of the King Piccolo saga. You can play as either Goku or Krillin, depending on the stage. Also, in some stages, you can actually fly on Nimbus, which is cool, and it gives the players a change of pace. The boss battles in the game were also really well done. It was sort of like a mini fighting game put in a 2D adventure. Now, I don't have many gripes about the game, but one major complaint I had was the fact that the game ended after the defeat of King Piccolo. I really wanted to fight Piccolo Jr., and I was hoping that Atari would eventually release a sequel, but unfortunately that never happened. Besides that one little complaint, I found the game both fun and enjoyable. It held my attention all the way through, as where most games bore me after a few hours. The gameplay for Advance Adventure was very basic and straightforward, and the graphics looked pretty damn good for Game Boy Advance. Aside from the main story mode, Advance Adventure also delivers 4 additional game modes, such as one-on-one, versus, and also extra modes. The one-on-one mode is a lot like the boss fights, but it's a free battle where you can fight any character anywhere you want. Verse mode is where you fight your friends by simply linking 2 Game Boy Advance systems together. Hey Stormsink, you wanna play Advance Adventure Link Battle with me? I'll kick your ass. I would, but I'm just about to get to King Piccolo. I really don't want to stop yet. You know, I've been playing this for a while. You know, I'm kind of on a roll. I don't want to stop. Maybe later, man. Alright, Dan. I already beat the game like 3 times, so you just let me know whenever you're ready. Alright? I'll talk to you later, Stormsink. Alright, I'll talk to you later. And finally, the extra mode is where you can revisit all the stages without the cutscenes and unlock stuff which was unavailable through the first playthrough. Overall, I found Dragon Ball Advance Adventure a great and fun game. I enjoyed it all the way through, and it's especially great if you just want to sit back and relax. The replay value on this game, however, isn't really high. Well, at least not for me anyway. I beat the game once and haven't touched it since, so I guess it really depends on the person. I highly recommend Advance Adventures to any Dragon Ball fan. If you've never played it, then you need to go out and pick it up. That way, next time when someone asks you what's your favorite Dragon Ball Z game, you can say something other than those damn fighting games. Until next time, guys, I'm Stormsink, and that's my opinion.